Well, hey guys, hi, it is Brent Abel here at webtennis.com. Hope you're having a spectacular day so far, wherever you are. Another episode of 7 Around 7. Today, what I've got for you is we're going to talk about timing. And I've got a little video of Jen Brady that I want to tee up for you. And we're going to talk about waiting for that extra nanosecond that's going to make a huge difference in terms of timing. And so, look, before we get into that, a couple things. Number one, yesterday, I went back and listened to yesterday's replay, and I misled you. So yesterday I was talking, I think it was at the end of the video, where I was talking about something that Owen had noticed last year, about a year ago, when Maya and I were on our way to winning the national husband-wife grass courts, a 120 age group division. And one of the things he noticed is that I said I was split stepping later, meaning that I was getting closer to that service line right before I'd split step. And just the opposite was true. What I meant to say was I split step sooner, right? And especially in doubles, where you've got a returner's partner who's up there at net in front of you. That returner gets the ball down at your feet, and if you've got someone up there who loves to poach, then what I've found over the years is if I split step sooner, meaning that I'm probably either going to play a half volley or maybe let the ball bounce up and play an approach shot, what I found is that I can control that player's movement a whole lot better. I still end up in the same spot for my next shot after that, right? So whether I lunge forward and play a volley and risk that opponent moving over there, poaching, or a tough, tricky half volley, I've just found that if I split a little bit earlier, that now I can get a sense of whether they're moving or not, and be able to adjust to that. Or just be able to hold them, right? So that I get a nice clear shot pathway cross court. So I just wanted to make sure that we clear that up on yesterday's video. Guys, look, if you're brand new to web tennis, welcome. I want to kind of give you a flavor of my online coaching, which you can find. I've got some free courses. I think there's 2 or 3 free courses over at webtennis.com that you can pick up. Most popular one being the top spin second serve. If you're throwing in too many double faults, or maybe your second serve is going in a lot, but it's just sitting up begging that returner in singles and or doubles to take advantage, then I want to help you get some more racket speed so that a couple good things happen. Number one, you get a much higher margin of safety over the top of the net, right? Try to help with not double faulting. But number two, you get a big bounce out of that service box over there, which at worst case kind of keeps the point neutral, does not give that returner the advantage. If you're struggling with your topspin second serve, go to webtennis.com, drop in a first name and email address, and you will get access to that. Look, guys, if you're really into improving your game, if you're not happy where your current skill level is and you want to take it up a notch, then go ahead, if you're over at YouTube, click the subscribe button so that you get notified anytime I upload new content. Could be pre-recorded, or it could be something like this where we're doing a live 7 Around 7 video. And then if you like technique, if you're really kind of focused on technique, and especially with the timing, then click that like button, whether you're Facebook or YouTube, so I know to produce more content for you, just like we're going to work on today. So guys, let's get into it. And I'm going to bring up a video here of Jen Brady, who, I'm really pleased with where she's taken her game. And it's amazing to me. Let me get this a little bit bigger here. Here we go. I'm really amazed with someone like Brady or someone like Sophia Kenin, who really were kind of journeyman players, right? Kind of, top 100, nothing to complain about there, but not really making their mark in terms of being able to do some damage, either in winning tournaments or being able to do something like these ladies have done recently, with either getting to the finals as Brady did at the Australian, or with Kenin winning the thing a year ago. So look, here's what I want you to think about. And we've talked a lot about, Jeff Jackledge and I talk a lot about posture and balance, right? Not only do you get let me move this out of the way here. Not only do you get a much clearer look at the ball when you're on balance, right? And what I mean by on balance is that in your ready position here, and when you come into that split step, that your head is above your shoulders, right? You're not leaning forward with your upper body. The shoulders are above your waist, right? So that when you turn, you keep that same posture, right? And I'm going to just, if you focus on her head right now, there's really no movement of her head, and she stays on balance through the swing, right? So what I mean by the nanosecond is very often as we get a little jumpy, a little anxious, we want to get out in front, right? What's the oldest cliche in terms of timing? Oh gosh, you're late. Oh, I was late on that. Well, in reality, I'll bet you if we measured it, that the timing mistakes that most players make is they're a little bit too early. They want to get rid of the ball rather than receiving it at just the ideal, unique, on balance posture that you have. And in Jen Brady's case, this is hers with his two-hander, right? And whether you've got a two-hander or a one-hander, it doesn't matter. You've got to be able to have a solid foundation. Jeff likes to call it a platform to hit from, right? And it's just like in baseball, right? I mean, baseball hitters don't get way in front. I mean, the pitcher tries to get you to commit and get you to kind of get in front of that front foot, right, where your balance is out there. But in tennis, you've got to make sure that you wait this extra nanosecond so that you've got incredible posture and balance. And that's when you're going to get a much cleaner hit. You're going to be a much more consistent shot maker. And I mean, I think I put something up on Facebook recently talking about Jen Brady's swing freedom. This is a video I took off the practice courts at Indian Wells a couple of years ago. I think it was back in 2019. And I just remember looking at this, just thinking, oh my God, the timing is just perfect. There's absolutely no fighting. There's no fighting the ball. And it's all about waiting, which is WAIT. Wait, allow the ball to get into your balance posture, right? Head above the shoulders above the waist, and just relax the hands, right? Just let the hands release as you go through the ball. Guys, there you have it. Short and sweet. Hope this has helped. So what I would suggest today when you get out in the court or the next time is in the warm-up, I want you to feel how you could wait for the ball to get into your perfect posture position so that you can receive the ball, not going out too early and kind of fighting the ball, but actually receiving the ball with a nice relaxed grip tension so that you're not, the best term I can come up is just not fighting the ball and trying to get rid of it, but allowing the ball to kind of compress against the strings, right? And I think too often what we do is we get out to the ball and we try to get the racket off of it, forehand or backhand. We're trying to get rid of the ball rather than presenting the ball with, a racket face that can actually allow the ball to compress for that nanosecond and let the compression as it kind of, gets back to its normal shape. Let that be part of what propels the ball back. So guys, hope that has helped. A quick reminder I do offer some private one-on-one online coaching, right? I don't do any on-court coaching. Jeff Jacklich and I did something last year ago down here in the desert, or down in the desert. I'm not in the desert today. I'm actually up in Northern California, the Walnut Creek area, but going back to the desert today. But we offered a couple of one day workshops last year. Sorry. Thanks, Owen. Didn't want to invade your space yesterday, but was preparing a lawsuit for misquoting me on the split step issue. Glad you cleared that up. Well, Mr. Counselor, I'm glad you didn't take it the next step. But where was I? Yeah, look, so I don't do any online I don't do any on-court coaching. I do online coaching, right? And there's a couple ways that we can do it, which would be, if you want to shoot some video of yourself, just it could be like a serve, or it could be some points. If you want to take a couple of little short videos and send them to me. We can work with that. Or if you just want to chat, if it's more about the mental, or you want some ideas on physical, or you want some other ideas where I can bring up videos, maybe, if you don't have your own video, I can bring up videos of myself and we can work through technique and tactics, mental and physical as well. Private one-on-one coaching, if that's of interest to you, there's something you're working on, you just cannot figure out, then shoot me an email, brent@webtennis.com, and I'll get back to you and just give you the details of how it works, what the cost is, and you can see if it's going to be a good fit for you or not. Again, that's brent@webtennis.com. All right, guys, that is it for me today. You got to get out there wherever you are. Help someone else have a spectacular day. Guys, we'll do this again tomorrow. I will see you then.